All right, so I want to go over this AU trade we took this morning. Let me see, what time was it? It was this one right here. It ended up hitting TP, look something like that. All right. So my process on this was it was already came down. It's a really big demand. I hate these when they big like that. So I knew it was a liquidity grab. I saw the liquidity grab, right? But I wasn't even tripping off that. The fact of the matter is the market was going down. I saw that it did the liquidity grab, right? So let's do this. You had the liquidity grab. So what I was waiting on was price to break out of this. So I've been trading supply and demand for a while. So this candle, I knew that this was going to be the candle. If this candle doesn't go down, then we good. But if this candle continues, see, we had a wick off of this trend line, and then it started going down. But then what ends up happening is this. So we got to break out of it. So I'm like, okay, this is the demand. This was the candle that looked like it was going to continue going down. So this became a demand. We got to break out of this, right? Delete that. So I'm waiting for the retest of the demand, and then we're just gonna make it real simple. Just take it to one of these, supplies up here or something like that. So what ends up happening this Friday, so it comes up there, and then that's when it retraces and taps the zone, and it taps it again. Hold on. When did we get in? We got in right there. All right, so got in right there, and I took it, I think, right there. So this was about 11 pips for a 4 pip move that we got, and the rest was history. We out the trade. The reason why I got out right there is because we had some bit of a little supply, decent supply. See, tap, tap, drop. I was like, that's a good, good entry to get out, and I'm glad we did, because if you didn't get out, you're trying to take it even more. It tapped and then eventually started breaking down. So that was the legit supply, and that could have been a good supply setup to come back down. And it actually made a demand right there. But then look at that. So that would have happened if you wouldn't have got out of trade. And I'm showing you this to show you, um, when you start trading on your own, you want to get to a point where you're going for those supplies. It makes sense that it's going to come back up there if this demand setup is valid. So it should make sense for you to put your TP right there then too. Sometimes it'll push up to these highs, but you got to think about it. This is the M5 and this is the hour. In order for this hour to come all the way back up here, is dependent on the M5 getting past that supply. And since it didn't get past that supply, it just rejected it and then continued going. And honestly, after going up and breaking structure like this, so structure was broken right here, it would have made more sense to take that sell and continue down, because I think it end up continue going down for the rest of the day. After I get out, I'm out and I don't even look. So it eventually, let's see. So let me go a little fast. All right. So yeah, it eventually just never really did anything after that supply. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once I get out of trade, I'm done looking at the markets. I'm chilling. But we covered our loss from yesterday. We were looking for this, but it ended up invalid. But the EJ we took, we ended up losing that one. You see, where was it? So we had an M5 set up on GJ, we ended up losing that. Stop loss hit, but then I ended up making all that money back. So we good for the week. Chris had a good trade. We had a really good trade on the AU 3 days ago. We took that. Where is it at? So we were right here. Called it AU demand. And the result was TP smash. So we're doing this thing. You know, we don't have to trade every day, but when we see a trade setup, we take it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You don't have to be in the market every day. And obviously, once our accounts get big enough where one trade is really worth some good money, you know what I'm saying? Then we can go down to 2 or 3 trades a week and be okay. Which that's what we want to do anyway. And that'll be right after news day will come, and then the next day I'm trading because I already know the volume has reset it after the news, and you'll be able to get technicals and a little with little to no fundamentals because it already happened. So, anywho, so I was just letting you see that, and I also want you to see if you know, you have to get out of the trades when you know, I don't know how do I say this you gotta use discernment to know when to get out of the trades and when to stay in the trade. This was not a trade to stay in. We already had all this bullish movement up. So it was really time to retrace. So this was kind of like a counter trend trade after the break in structure. But however, it gave us New York session. This is all we had. And we saw that set up and we took it. So it is what it is. So, it's just about you using discernment and using your intuition when it comes to looking at the market structure. I personally took a NAS 100 setup also that I didn't I guess I just didn't call out. No, it wasn't that. It was SP because I trade futures also. So SP had a breaker structure right here. So structure broke right there to the upside, and then it came back down to this demand right there, and I got in right there on my AMP account. I had it real tight below, and I was coming to take out this last wick right here. And it was a beautiful trade on SP. Y'all need to come on over to the futures side also. Continue trading currencies because we love currency. Currencies give us a lot of money too on prop firms and things like that. And but come on down over to the future side also because this on a let's say you had a $300 account, you're using an E-mini ESP, which is let me show you real quick. It's this one, I think. ES, right? So this the same setup. ES. One micro lot. This was with one micro lot, this was a $89 move, right? 89, but I put in 10. So I made 890. You know what I'm saying? So and I honestly I was kind of like over leveraging a little bit because my account is not as big to take that, but I saw this setup and I wanted to make some money. So anywho, yeah, you can make a lot of money on the future side, but that's all I got for this video. Hopefully, y'all had a good week. They made some money, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, peace, peace.